Right, today I'm just showing you a craft project that I've started, sort of more at craft group and continuing at home. Now it's taken 3 weeks actually, believe it or not, just to get to this stage. That's due to the fact that this is where I've purchased the books from the charity shop for my craft group, and we start by getting, obviously choosing the size book we wanted. I chose this like black and gold paisley print to cover mine, the back, and obviously right round in the front, and obviously the neat edges as well, which was really good. Then inside, I then covered the inside with this gold paper, and obviously it's made it quite strong as well. It's still drying at the moment. I've made a small little pocket here, and with a scrap piece of this type of paper, which is actually wallpaper, believe it or not, I've just actually cut out the paisley print to stick on here. This is one of those square bits of paper out of one of my books from Poundland, and I'll show you that in a moment because it's in my out folder. And what I've done is, just with the square, I just folded this over, so this is the plain side. So I've got a bit of contrast, so that's like going to be a little pocket to stick things on that I'm working on. At the moment I'm concentrating on getting some pockets in to actually store little bits that I've cut out. At the back of the book it's just the plain gold. I'm going for more of a browns, gold, blacks, and I want to include black and white photographs if possible, and anything that looks sort of oldie-worldy and Victorian look and something like that. And I want to include quotes in my book, to just give me that little bit of, not necessarily confidence, but just a good feeling book, and for memories and for inspiration and that sort of thing. So as I said, that's as far as I got, because obviously I hadn't done this before. I've covered books. I remember covering books obviously when I was in school, many years ago, I must admit, but after my friend showed me the basics, we then, both of us, was obviously supporting the rest of the group in doing this. So the next bit I've done, I've just got to neaten this little bit up there. It looks a little bit of a mess, but I'll do that in a minute. This was actually a coloured print out of a book, and I just had photocopy because I want it in black and white. It says A Genius in the Family, and it says Small Son's Eyes, and it just reminds me of like the father and the son, if you know what I mean. I just particularly liked that, and sometimes I keep thinking, oh, maybe I could just put a teeny little bit of gold in there, but I might just leave it black and white. I might add something onto that, I don't know yet. So if there's any glaring. Now this is the start of one of my pockets. So I've got 2 sheets stuck together. Then if I show you it in this one, so say you've got a couple of sheets together, you probably know, I've then folded it like so. But before I did that, I obviously made a template of one of the sheets that I've cut out, so I know the size of the paper I need to cover the sheet. So it goes like that, gets stuck down like that, and that gets you your pocket, which is like that. And this is actually some paper my friend made. It's one that's been stained with like coffee, that sort of thing, so it looks like a sort of a printy marbly effect. And then this is actually one of those placement cards, and basically it says here, this was out of a book, been photocopied, just so it was not another book we need dismantled. It says, be comfortable in your own body and nourish it with healthily food and exercise. Nourish your mind with good literature, art and company. Nourish your spirit with silence, stillness and prayer. And I just think that is just, you know, a positive quote sort of thing out of a book. The only thing I want to do is, because this is obviously a place card, and what I've done is I put some glue, so I stuck it either side of this other pocket. But what I want to do is make another heart, a bit of cardboard, just because obviously that is very flimsy. So I just want to reinforce that just to make it, you know, a bit stronger. But as I say, that's another pocket. But unfortunately, in the 3 weeks, that is as far as I've actually got. And then eventually, I'm going to cover that side. And then I'm going to start taking out, you know, so many pages every once in a while, but obviously you have to take how it's made, else if you take one page out and not its mate, all your pages are going to fall out. That's why we wanted a certain type of book, so that's what's going to be on the agenda. But what we'll do is I've took a few pages out, and now and again I will take, you know, the necessary pages I needed to. So that is the start. This is why I haven't shared particularly any craft projects, because this is what I've been trying to put together. And I've got my L folder here, and I'll show you some bits and pieces I've already collected in that. But another thing that kept on my mind was on my flip tag book, and I might actually include this in. Let me just take this one off so don't get distracted, because I just love this. And this was out of my flip tag book over there, and things like that. So yes, so another part of me thinks that I could actually just maybe put a little bit of a ribbon, and maybe I can have it sort of, if I'm gentle with this, have this sort of, maybe not smooching that one because that's a diagonally, but maybe in something like this. So that will go in like that. So that was what my idea was, and just put a little bit of ribbon or something on there, gold ribbon. And so, yeah, that's the sort of thing I mean. So anyway, I'll leave that over there. And I think I'm still hoping that I have maybe got some of this paper left. I'm hoping to. And this was through my Sizzix machine, so I'm going to have to see if I can pull out some of these bits. I know a good friend of mine off of YouTube sent me some of these, and I've still got some of those left, and I think that probably would look nice in here as well. So that is the start of my book. As I said, another reason I haven't done much crafting and sharing bits and pieces, because I've got so much on my plate at the moment to try and get other things done, that it's just, you know, not possible at this precise time. So, yeah, this is not very well organised, I must admit, because I just put bits and pieces from Craft Group in here and what I've been using. So it's just pieces in here that I think I'm going to use, which includes these little things here. So I've got a little tassel that I'm hoping to do something with, and because of YouTube and everything, just camera wise, I've got this little camera that I want to use. I'll just put those in there. So this is the remnants of the paper that she did an effect on, but I've kept these bits because I never know if I want to use them. This is just some pages that I pulled out of my book, because that gives me the size of the paper I need to cut out. So it actually, you know, covers the pages. And like I said, all these little bits I've kept off cuts is because I can, in the evenings or when I've got a spare minute, I want to, you know, carefully cut all these pieces out and all these sort of things here, so I can add them. Even this sort of thing, I can cut out the side and have it on the edge of the paper or a bit of card, so it's on the, so it looks as though it's going off the edge of the paper. This is going to be an ongoing project. It'd be nice if I got it completed, dare I say, by the end of the year. It might be completed by then, it depends. But it's something that's going to be ongoing. I've included in this segment, this one was one, I'm sure this was from, was it Poundland? Possibly. And this is sort of the colours or the themes I wanted to use. So it's these pages here. Do like that. That sort of thing. Clock faces, so all these I'm hoping to use, as you've probably seen. This is the one that I've used for one of my pockets, and as I said, what I've done is it's gone over like that, so you've got the contrast. So there's that one and that one. And then, say my friend had some little captions out of different books, and as I said, that's where that little bit came from on that page. I've got other things in here. Do not be concerned about things you cannot change. Concern yourself rather with what you can change. Do not take for granted the way things are now, or think that the way things have always been is the way they are supposed to be. Question everything. So it's things like that, and I think, you know, just some positive things. And then she had some sheet music. That's just something I was having an idea on. An old like ticket look with Journey. That was like when we were in the caravan, that sort of thing. This is what I meant I've used. It's one of those little place cards. She's also gave me this old country and road map of Dorset, because she knows that I've been to Dorset last year. But it's all these sort of things that's sort of in the black and white, and then it's got like your adverts in and map. So I can use that to cover some of my pages. This is something I really took a liking to, and she kindly let me have this because of my theme. It's got this cloth that I hope to cut out. I've actually got some of the metal cogs like these that I could use, and also what I like about it is the little diagrams of the pocket watches here, which is what my hubby actually collects, so that sort of represents him as well. And then you've got like the old type balloons there, and this little thing here. So there's a lot on there, but I specifically love this cloth that I'm hoping to cut out and place in my book. Again, I've got some scrap pieces of paper here that I've used on the inside. I'm not getting rid of any of it yet, and a couple more of those heart ones. And like I said, just some off bits. I say a few of these bits probably could be dumped, not until I've actually finished. And there's some more of that paper. Then this was in a stash I've got, which is like the black and the white, and it's got hearts. Again, I can layer that. And then I've had this some time. It's actually one of those things, and you've got the little stick, and it's like a transfer, and you put it on a box. Now, I have never used one of these before, so I'm hoping it may go on ordinary paper. I would have thought it would go on anything, but again, it's got like all the black and white sort of things, and patterns and the writing and everything, and I thought maybe somehow I could use that as well. So I am beginning to search and go through all my pieces to add things so that they're all together, either at the moment in this pouch, in this folder, and so when I need the pieces, I've got them all together. So that is as far as I have. I will keep you informed how I get on with it. and as I'm progressing, you know, over the pages, what I'm doing. So if you wish to have a go at something like this, or have done something like this, then please let me know. I say, this is on the basis of like a junk journal or scrap journal, whatever you like to call it, but we're doing it slightly easier this way for the rest of the craft group, because you've got your main book here and it's just a matter of covering. In fact, I think that's the hardest part, really, if you can call it hard, is actually covering the book to start with. But then there's no right or wrong way. You can use anything and everything in it. Just be aware that if it's going to be bulky, which mine will be, with pockets and things, because obviously not always do I want to stick photographs actually onto the paper. Might just want to slip them inside pockets. The more you actually bulk it out, the more pages you have to take out of your book. So I just wanted to quickly come on with a small video and show you, or share with you, what I'm progressing. I'm hoping to do some more crafting very shortly. I have got a lot of plans and a lot of pieces I want to do. But as I said, my main aim at the moment is still to do my reviewing, my decluttering, organising of our home. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.